Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We got ourselves a replay analysis. This is Dapzzi 2v2 GC2. So this is like 1690s. So yeah, let's jump into it and see what we can improve on here. So you're using the grass boost. I used to use that quite a bit a couple years ago, but I stopped using it. I actually used it quite a bit before it was popular today, because I figured that it was not because of the visual, but because of the sound. It sounded kind of like Alpha Boost, not really, but you get the point. You know what Boost sounds like? Alpha Boost the most? Bandwidth. If you guys have bandwidth, it's from an old season pass or rocket pass, so I'm not sure if you guys have it. I think it's one of the first rocket passes. Good positioning here. Ooh, good try in the shot. Obviously your mechanics could be a little bit more consistent, because I think that was probably a goal here. You just messed it up. Yeah, you just didn't land on the ball right. That's really it. Good demo. Good try in the shot. Okay, you don't you don't need to go after this because you're not your team is not ready. And look what happens. Look on the little timeline on the bottom, right? Look what happens when you go for this play, right? Your teammate is still not back and not able to help out. Something goes wrong, and look what happens, right? On the timeline, you can see that a goal is about to happen. This is fairly obvious. Like, if you're pushing up too far and your teammate's not back, this happens all the time when you're in a position like this. Let me just kind of like highlight it or just show it. So in a position like this, where the ball is going towards like the middle, and your teammate is just not back, or he's like over here in the corner, for some reason this is very enticing to go after, but you shouldn't go after it. You're not even going to score this anyway, even if you hit the ball. I don't even think you would, in all honesty. There's really no advantage to touching this ball. And you may be thinking, well, I'm just buying time for my teammate. Well, okay, that's some kind of idea, but it's not efficient enough. You literally don't even have to do anything. You can sit right here, recognize that this isn't really scoreable. AB is literally ready for this ball as well, so, and the ball is closer to him anyway, so of course he's going to go after, right? You got to start thinking outside of the box. Dude, of course he's going to go after this. You really think that you're going to sit back here and get this ball? Hell no. Absolutely not. He's on the field, right? He's going to go after the ball. So don't forget that. You can literally just sit here and do nothing. Just kind of like turn around a bit and worry about the play later, right? You can definitely block the ball a little later. You got to trust the space that you have behind you and shadow defend a bit. So you don't have to rush anything. You're forcing a play that doesn't need to happen. And because of that, you get scored on because, well, you're rushing. No one's ready yet on your team. Get that demo. Good try. Good cut. Good boost steal. Good push. See, overall, you're pretty aware, but it's just unfortunately that one time when you get scored on, you just lost the consistency. Like, for the most part, you're playing really good. Just for some reason, you make a stupid mistake, and then you get scored on. Oh, nice. He goes for a bump. That's good. Yeah, so you guys aren't really bad players. It's just sometimes you just make a stupid decision just randomly, and unfortunately, it costs you a goal. So that's why in GC, it's all about minimizing these silly mistakes. That's really it. Minimize these silly mistakes and play faster. That's just literally all you have to do. Mechanics will always improve over time, so I'm not even going to tell anybody to improve their mechanics, especially in this rank. I'm not even going to bother telling you to improve your mechanics, because let's face it, you're always going to be trying to improve your mechanics and training, even without me telling you, so... because everybody is so mech obsessed. Good save from teammate. It's nice. Good play here. Good hustle. Ooh, that's a bit rough. That should have been a goal, 100%. Alright, well... yeah, there's really not much you can do because this guy's smart enough to go after a bump. But, I think you can try to look for some bumping opportunities again, like how you have been doing before. Why not? You know your teammate's kind of already back, so why don't you kind of like move this way, take the path here, and then like go around this way, you know, the opposite way. Because you can also still be looking for bumps when you do that. You don't want to always give up midfield space that much, because that's where all the plays happen. So you want to be contesting as much in the midfield as much as possible. Look for ways to cut off any chances on solo plays from their side. Or any passing plays too. Oh, that's close. Looks like you guys get scored on twice, so let's see what happens soon. Yeah, you don't really have enough boost. That's good that you didn't go after it. That's good. You forced him to do something that he didn't want to do. Just gotta wait patiently here. I think your positioning could be a little bit better here. I don't know why you kind of like... the ball is going to the right side. You see how the ball is moving diagonally to the right? You need to hustle a little more. You need to get here faster. Because look, he's out of the play and he's going after the ball. So nobody is contesting here. You can actually... it's okay to be close here, right? Because even if the ball were to shoot out, no one on the blue team is going to be ready to receive it anyway. So this is actually a scenario where you can be closer. So let me use the camera for a second. So... you can see as if you're playing like the camera. So I'm just gonna go up, right? I see that Ibby's going up and he's going to the net. So I'm gonna push up a little bit more. Jump up and just get the ball, right? It's literally just that simple. See, you're not understanding the momentum of the game. You kind of just missed it. I mean, again, your positioning isn't terrible here. Why isn't this a terrible position? Because you're still covering just in case. You're far back enough to where if they get some crazy pinch or something, right, you can get this ball. But the problem is you're too far away. You're only covering one option, is where it somehow gets shot way behind your teammate off of the 50. But that's not likely in this case, right? Why? Why is this not likely? Well, let's look at it again. Look how slow the challenge is from your teammate and from Joe on the bottom, not the guy in the top. Because look, okay, so now he's still going with the ball, but look at this. I mean, Joe isn't really going that fast, so this ball isn't likely to get pinched like a mother effer across the map, right? That's not likely, so that's why you can push forward. And again, like I said, no one's even ready for anything. Look, he's all the way up here. Joe is stuck on the ceiling here of the net. So nobody can get this ball except you, and you completely blew it. So, yeah, definitely a lot more you can do there. The game just kind of froze for a second. That wasn't the recording. Yeah, okay, so what happens here? Well, first of all, you missed this opportunity, right? You let him get the ball. You push in literally way too late. Like, you're going after the ball now, or you try to go after the boost. It's too late. It's literally too late. Now look, you're getting yourself awkward under the ball, right? And now look what happens. You get some shitty ass touch that just gives it right to the opponents. Your teammate gets bumped. It's over. So, oh no. Yeah. So I think you can understand from this point here that this was definitely a score opportunity. You just missed it, and then you decide to overcorrect yourself by going after it. You take this big boost, which, look, I get it. You don't want them to get the big boost, but this isn't the right play right now. They have possession, right? You gotta make sure you're in a position to read their challenge, not get stuck in their corner and then under the ball, and then you get a shitty touch. Even if the ball is coming down to you at this angle, you still don't need to touch the ball. Why? You're forcing a play that doesn't need to happen. This is literally the second time. Stop forcing a play that doesn't need to happen. Dude, I know you don't see how much boost he has, right? But here's a little hint, right? Look what the guy was doing. Ibby was the one with the ball in the corner, right? So look what he's doing here. He's using all of his boost to get up to the ceiling, right? You should kind of figure out at this point, and you see he's using boost here, right? You should see that he probably has, like, little to no boost, right? This is just off of really, really good educated guessing off of your observation, right? And you took his big boost. You know for a fact he has no boost now. So, why are you trying to hit this ball so soon? Why? If you do, and something goes wrong, right? In the case that something goes wrong, you are unable to get back quickly because you flip. And by the way, 99.99% of players always flip when they challenge the ball every single time. Even I do it. So, when you do this, you kill your momentum. Now you can't even drive back to cover for this next play. Right? And you put your teammate in a bad spot in the 2v1 and he gets destroyed. And you get destroyed. So, stop forcing the play. Just fake challenge. Or just get out immediately. Right? Just in this situation, dude, just get the hell out. Just rotate out like this. Just get out. Who cares if you give him some space, right? You can, again, deal with him a little later, right? The point is you're supposed to be finding ways to get good challenges and good contact on the ball so you're not doing this, right? This is what we don't want. So, stop being aggressive. So right off the bat, I can tell this game you're being way too aggressive and you're forcing plays that don't need to happen. So you should fix that immediately because you're never going to get SSL. Honestly, since you're high GC2, you can probably get GC3 this way because let's be honest, all you need is a couple of good games and that's it. So it's definitely possible that you can get GC3 playing like this. You know, I'm not perfect either. I've done plays like this where I force a play that shouldn't happen. You know, it happens to everybody. But the point is you got to make it happen less often. Or obviously what we want it to be, which is none. It doesn't happen ever. So what happens here? Well, one, you didn't hit this ball. And two, you didn't need to approach the ball this way. Look, he gets bumped, right? Use your camera to look to your right. He's far away. He got bumped onto the wall, right? Great. No one is literally going after this. You got to trust what you see. No one is going to touch this ball but you. So rather than going to the ball from the left side, why don't you take a wide turn, right? And go back. Just bring the ball back up again. That's literally all you needed to do. And look what happened. You take the comfortable route. Yes, doing this play here would have been a little bit more uncomfortable, right? To go wide again, right? But you still would have beat him. You have boost. Trust me. You literally won't get beat by this guy. So you take the easier way out, which is just taking a straight line back. And then now what happens? Oh, shit. Now what do I do with this ball? I'm literally bringing this ball towards the front of my goal. And now these two guys are on me now. Because I took too long to get this ball away. You effed yourself. And of course you get scored on. So just bad decision making. This game you made bad decisions. And you guys, you guys lose, which is good. Actually, I want you to lose here because you honestly aren't playing well. I'm not surprised you lost, and your teammate hasn't done really anything this game either. I've been watching. He hasn't done anything. The one good thing he's done was that play where you missed the opportunity to score. That wasn't your teammate's fault, of course. That was your fault. So let's see. Yeah, again, like, this challenge is just lame. Stop rushing it, right? He might get a second touch. You have low boost. Your teammate is not behind you yet or anything. Just wait a second. Just chill out, right? And then go after it a little later. You don't need to rush as soon, because look, now you have no boost, right? And you hit the wall like you're Plat, right? Like this type of shit where you're just stuck floating in the air, all awkward, and you're slow now. Like now you're just wasting time. You know, you're literally just wasting time. I don't know why you're following this way, dude. You gotta like how you said in the Discord, another roasting session. Bro, you gotta go middle. What are you doing? Stop following your teammate. He's already there. Is he not on your screen? You gotta go over this way. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, now you do it, but I don't know. I think you could have done it a lot sooner, and you probably would have gotten a free demo. So you take the boost, right, and you go this way instead. Right, and then you can play around with this guy. Maybe you can bump him away or something, and you're even more middle. Right, and you can just then fine, and then you can just turn around again. Right, and then you can wait to see what happens. So just make sure you're not following him that close, because it's just not necessary. It's really not. You got to cover as much of the field as you can. All right, that works. Okay, I don't think you needed to flip here. I really don't think so. I don't know what this flip was for. Maybe you're trying to beat him to the boost or something, but you got to get comfortable more with just driving rather than flipping to everything. Because now you just gave up space behind you. Oh my. How'd you guys score? Did he just own goal? What is this? Yeah, Ibby. Yeah, Ibby just owned goal. What happened? This should not have been a goal. Yes, yeah, so say he's forcing shit. He doesn't need to. He's doing the same thing. He didn't even need to jump after this. He could have just taken his time, making sure he got a better touch. Because look, your teammate can't hit this ball, right? He's all the way back there. So if he could have just waited to the side like this instead, right? Well, that play obviously wouldn't have happened, so the ball wouldn't have been like that. But maybe it could have, because then your teammate would have had it. But the point is, even he made this stupid mistake of challenging the ball unnecessarily. See? The common thing is you challenge too early and you make a play that's not necessary, and then you get scored on. It happens to you and it happens to them. So not only is this a good example for you to correct your mistake, but this is a perfect example because you even see them make the same mistake as you do, and you see the same result, which means they get scored on. So honestly, anybody else watching this video, oh my god. Literally, if you don't want to lose your games, just stop being so aggressive and making unnecessary challenges. I don't think you guys are thinking as hard as you think you are, right? I don't think so, because if you were, you would have known that these challenges are stupid, and this challenge is stupid, right? As soon as I said it, this is dumb. I know you see your team has no boost, but man, you gotta respect the man that he's over there, right? You don't need to force it. Again, because what if something happens, right? What if for some reason you both of you guys don't hit the ball? What if you flipped to the side too much and you bump him off of it? Guess what? Who's in the net? Nobody. Who's in the net, Mansley? You know where that's from? Freaking Iron Giant. Remember if you guys watched the Iron Giant, the soldier? Where's the giant, Mansley? Yeah, that was the same thing. Who's in the net, Mansley? Or who's in the net, Dapzzi? Nobody. The ball is headed to our goal's current position. Where's our defender, Dapzzi? Yeah, so that's literally the perfect scenario for that. But anyways, I'm having too much fun with your replay, dude. Obviously, this is all in good jokes. Yeah, you didn't play that good this game. So it's totally understandable why you guys lost this game. Okay, that was a good try. Wait a minute, you guys didn't score from this? What happened? No one's able to get this ball. Oh, okay, it went to Ibby. Okay, see? Your teammate did the same mistake as you did. What did he do wrong? Let's say it together. He challenged the ball when he didn't need to. He was too aggressive, right? He forced a play that didn't need to happen. Look, dude, he has 0 boost. And he's still going after it. You're not beating shit, my guy. You're literally not. You're not. Look at this. Dude, you're too late. You're underestimating how quickly these guys can recover. Hello? Again, who's defending? Right? Who's defending in the net if you go after this, buddy? Nobody. Dapzzi ain't ready for it. Hey, Keskia, if you're watching this out of somehow coincidence, dude, you gotta get your shit together. You are a terrible second man. This is not good. Right? Ain't good. Guys, please be comfortable with shadow defending. Right? If you shadow defend properly, it's almost impossible to get scored on. Right? That's what ones is for. Shadow defending correctly is a necessity in ones, and it's the same thing in twos. The reason why you guys challenge so early is subconsciously you think either A, you can beat these people, or B, you know your shit at shadow defending and you don't want to do it, so you try to somehow pray to God that you hit the ball into the net, but it's too late. It doesn't work. So please, use other methods to stopping them. Why is it every time? I'm telling you, remember the scenario where it's enticing to go after the ball? This is the same pattern. It's pattern recognition. Here's the same thing. If the ball is in the net like this, floating like that, and nobody's around, teammate is behind, for some reason, it's so enticing for the last man to go after the ball. And you did it too, Dapzzi. You did it too with the first goal. Wait, look at this. Let's look at the similarities. Remember this, right? Just think of this, right? You got... Let's just... I didn't even need to use my freaking... oh my god, I'm pulling up the wrong shit. I didn't even need to use this drawing shit, but I'll use it here. So, you got... Just remember this picture. You got a teammate that's just out, right, by the net, and you got everybody else that's just either in the net or like just behind the ball, right? Let's just remember that image real quick, right? So let's remember that. Let's go back to the first goal in the timeline. All right, I'll literally keep the same picture, right? Look what happened. Look, the same thing. You're literally out in the freaking middle somewhere. Everybody else is behind the ball or in the net. The ball is hovering over somewhere, right? The two players, right? They get the ball first, and you go after. Guys, it's the same shit. It's literally the same shit. This is literally why you get scored on. I'm telling you, I hope this video, please, anybody who's watching this video, please share this video with your freaking friends, because this shit's gotta blow up. This is literally, like, I don't know. It's so obvious at this point. Like, this type of pattern, if you fall for it, whether here or at the end of it, right? We have the same scenario, right? And it happens again. If you see this scenario in your gameplay and you're in this position, don't go after the ball unless you truly know they can't touch it first. Maybe you may be thinking, oh, come on, Origin. Maybe he thought he could score it. Yeah, sure, but, I mean, he wasn't thinking realistic enough. I mean, come on. You really think he could have scored this with his little boost? Come on. He's going to land. He's going to jump back up again. Why? Because they're going to save the ball. It's in front of their net. Of course they're going to jump. Guys, please use your heads when you play this game. Please. Use your eyes. Use your intuition. Understand what the opponents are going through and what they can do. Bro, if you are literally in their shoes, of course you would jump after this ball again in this position. Because, hello, you know at some point the opponent is probably going to go after this ball because it's literally right enticing, right in front of the net. So, you need to relax and understand that they're going to hit this ball away. So, just play the clear. That's it. Stop forcing plays that don't need to happen. Alright, so what do you need to work on? I think it's fairly obvious. So, two things. Don't force plays that don't need to happen. And just play more consciously. Just understand what's important and what's not important. You need to figure that out quickly. Because if you don't, you're going to be the shittiest GC3 player. Because you're letting in stupid-ass goals like that twice, right? And it's literally going to keep happening. It's literally going to keep happening. And you're still going to have teammates that are going to do this because they're not watching my replays, right? They're not. So, that's why you got to be the better player and watch out for this shit. And if it helps, maybe you don't want to overcommit in the net to where you know, the ball ends up like that for your teammate, right? Don't put your teammate in a scenario where that happens. So, alright, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, I certainly enjoyed it, so hopefully you guys did too. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.